I'm saying, all right, I know that he's going to try and end up throwing a curveball really low inside, and because he had a really good curveball, and trying to throw it low and into the lefty, trying to get me trying to ground out somewhere. So I just kind of relaxed, took deep breaths, and just tried to put the bat on the ball and let something happen. I wasn't really aiming for the hole, to hit the ball between first and second. I just saw the ball, I saw the break, stayed with it, put the bat on the ball, and once I saw that ball go to the infield, it was just a shot of adrenaline just went right through me. It was, I can't believe I did it. I just hit the base when it hit. But I mean, it's a tribute to my teammates because, guys had to get on base, guys had to put me in that situation. We had to fight. We had to score 11 runs in the first place in order to get there.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. Game 1 of the Ducks doubleheader is complete. Game 2 will be coming up shortly. Stay tuned, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on liducks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane. In Saturday night's Game 2, first baseman Doug Jennings began the proceedings with a first-inning two-run home run that staked Long Island to an early lead. For the second consecutive night, Justin Davies played the hero, singling off the glove of third baseman Brad Strauss to drive home Rodriguez for a 5-4 win in the game and a 2-0 Ducks series lead.
I remember sitting in the dugout maybe a couple innings before saying, you know what, it'd be cool if I had the opportunity to do this again. And it finally presented itself, I was like, wow, I mean, this is something else. I mean, here I am, I have an opportunity to do this, but I was facing Rizzo. And that's a guy that I don't really care to face. He's a left-handed thrower, he's got a hard cutter. He's a really good pitcher, and I said, all right, this is not going to be easy. And once again, I just tried to put the bat on the ball and make something happen. I think I had less than 2 outs this time. And the infield was in, Brad Strauss was in, and I just hit a little chopper right over his head. Nothing great, nothing too fancy, just luck of the bounce, and we did it. And I remember seeing that ball going over his glove and saying, holy cow, this is unbelievable to do that again.
With the series switching sites to Campbell's Field in Camden, New Jersey for Sunday night's Game 3, the Ducks sent their best to the Hill, Bill Pulsipher, to try to clinch the Atlantic League Championship. Camden broke out on top early, plating 3 runs on 4 hits in the top of the first off Bill Pulsipher, and the score remained 3-0 into the 5th inning, with River Sharks ace Lincoln Mickelson tossing a no-hitter against Long Island through the first 4 innings. After Jason Johnson singled to break up the no-no, Rusty McNamara scalded a shot down the left field line that scored Doug Jennings for the first Long Island run. Matt Garrick followed that with a sac fly to left that plated Johnson, cutting the Camden lead to 3-2. In the 7th, Long Island took the lead for good as McNamara drove home Jennings for the tying run, and Kevin Baez was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded to give Long Island its first lead of the game. After Long Island went quietly in the top of the 8th, manager Don McCormick called once again on closer Bill Seamus. The appearance was the first for Seamus since his save against Nashua in the deciding game of the divisional playoffs, and McCormack, along with the hundreds of flock faithful in attendance, was hoping for more of the same. Seamus didn't disappoint. After setting down the shot 1-2-3 in the 8th, he retired the first 2 batters he faced in the 9th inning before allowing a single to Chris Wakeland.
He comes to the belt with his glove, and the 0-1 is popped in the air, right center field. Justin Davies going over with Jason Johnson. Jason Johnson makes the catch! He makes the catch! The Ducks win 4-3, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions. They will hoist the trophy in this, their 5th anniversary season, and they are mobbing each other outside the Long Island dugout. The entire team is there.
The Ducks became the first team in Atlantic League history to win every playoff game of their championship march by just 1 run. In a storybook ending to a magical season, original Duck Justin Davies was named the Atlantic League Championship Series MVP. In the series, Davies had 2 walk-off game-winning hits, batted .385 with a triple, 4 runs scored, and 3 RBI. You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. Game 1 of the Ducks doubleheader is complete. Game 2 will be coming up shortly. Stay tuned, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on liducks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane. The Ducks had completed their sweep of the Camden River Sharks, and they were now the champions of the Atlantic League. Following a wild post-game clubhouse celebration, owner Frank Bolton commandeered the championship hardware to ensure its safety.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship.
Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch. Adam Bailey makes the catch. And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
Swinging a ground ball, hit toward short, charging in his lines. He fields, throws to first. The comeback is complete. From 2-0 down in the series, the Long Island Ducks have won 3 in a row at home. And for the 5th time in franchise history, they will head to the Atlantic League Championship Series.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
Live from Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York, it's time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. And tonight it's Game 2 of our doubleheader between the Long Island Ducks and the York Revolution in this, the 20th anniversary season of Long Island Ducks baseball. Well, hello again, everyone. This is Chris King. We thank you so much for tuning into Ducks baseball tonight around the world at liducks.com, on YouTube and on Facebook as well, and making us a part of your Wednesday night entertainment. It's already been a good night for the Long Island Ducks. If you didn't join us earlier, the Ducks in dramatic fashion took Game 1 of this doubleheader from the York Revolution 3-2 as they waddled off in the bottom of the 8th inning. They actually trailed in the game 2-1 into the bottom of the 5th, but Darby Myers, a solo homer in that home 5th to tie it at 2, and then Darby Myers was in on it again in the bottom of the 8th as he was the runner who started at second base to begin the inning, and then with 2 outs, Davidson Romero crushed a ball to left field. The former Yankee Melky Mesa was the left fielder for the York Revolution who had to make the catch to keep the game alive, but out near the warning track and the wall, he could not do it. The ball fell in. It went down as an RBI game-winning single for Davidson Romero. Darby Myers scored from second base, and the Ducks had themselves the 3-2 victory. So they will go for the sweep in Game 2 of the doubleheader, and here are the starting lineups for that back half of the twin bill here tonight. James Skelton will lead it off in left field for the York Revolution. Henry Castillo, the 2-man, bats second and plays second. Telvin Nash, the lead leader in homers, will DH and hit third. And Isaiah Tejeda at first base is the cleanup hitter. Carlos Franco hits fifth. He'll bat third. He homered in the opening game. Justin Trapp in center field bats sixth. Melky Mesa in left swings seventh. In the 8-hole, it's Zach Sullivan, the right fielder, and batting ninth, Alvaro Rondon, the shortstop. All of that in support of the right-hander Mitch Adkins, who's having an outstanding season for the Revs, 8-4 record and a 3.16 ERA. For Wally Backman's Long Island Ducks, Darby Myers leads off as designated hitter. Ray Fuentes, the 2-man in center. L.J. Mazzilli swings third at second base, and the cleanup hitter was the Game 1 hero, Davidson Romero, playing the hot corner. Newcomer Cade Gata in left field bats fifth. Daniel Field swings sixth and right. Batting seventh, Ramon Cabrera. He'll catch in the 8-hole. Clint Freeman, who will play first. Hitting ninth, it's Vladimir Frias. And right now on the hill, going through his warm-ups, the 32-year-old Rutherford, New Jersey. Vin Mazzaro on the season a 5-4 record and a 4.89 ERA. Mazzaro started the year working 29 times out of the bullpen in relief, but has been converted to a starter and has been outstanding in his 3 starts for the Ducks. He is 2-0 with 1 no decision in those 3 outings, and he's coming off by far his best game of the season Wednesday night in Southern Maryland in a 2-0 shutout win over the Blue Crabs. He tossed 6 innings of 3-hit shutout ball, walked 2, and struck out 5. So we are just about set for the second game of our twin bill. Again, Ducks take the opener 3-2 in 8 innings. For 7 innings. So Vin Mazzaro, the righty on the hill, is ready, and the left-swinging catcher, James Skelton, to begin for the Revs. Skelton did not play in Game 1 of the doubleheader. He's hitting 300, 9 homers, 42 runs batted in. So Skelton ready, and Mazzaro's first pitch is just outside for ball 1. Nope, a late strike call by Warren Nicholson. So 9:35 is our first pitch of this contest, as it's an 0-1 count to Skelton of the Revolution. Mazzaro working way over on that first base side of the rubber, deals. And not another strike, 0-2.
Transportation services. Temperature of the game has cooled down to a comfortable 72 degrees.
So 72 degrees for the second game. We're at 75 for the first. And Mazzaro out in front of Skelton, 0-2. And that missing away, ball 1. Again, we do have the ABS automated ball strike system in play in the second game. There were technical issues in the first. So our home plate umpire in that first game actually called the balls and strikes. But right now it is the ABS automated ball and strike system calling the balls and strikes tonight for Game 2. And time called here. Warren Nicholson is the umpire behind home for the second game, joined by Terrence Jones at first and J.B. Torres around at third. The 1-2 is a tapper foul. Behind Vin Mazzaro tonight, Clint Freeman is his first baseman. L.J. Mazzilli at second, Vladimir Frias the shortstop, and the Game 1 hero, Davidson Romero at third. Cade Gadas in left, Ray Fuentes in center, and Daniel Fields in right. And Ramon Cabrera doing the catching for Vin Mazzaro. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. So good start for Mazzaro and Long Island.
That strikeout by Dutch pitcher Vin Mazzaro puts a K on the Cradle of Aviation K board in section 206. Now batting the second baseman, number 6, Henry Castillo.
So here's Henry Castillo, started the night hitting .287, a dozen homers, 49 runs batted in. Castillo 0 for 2 in the opener, did draw a walk and was struck out. Switch hitting second baseman, digs in from the left. And Mazzaro's first pitch to him is foul back over the screen behind home and smashes off one of the windows of the control room to our left here at beautiful Bethpage Ballpark. 325 down the lines at the Duck Pond, 400 feet to dead center field. And again, no wind to speak of whatsoever. Rain threat has moved on. We had a couple of raindrops in the opening game, but not much of anything. Little bouncer here to third. Charging is Davidson Romero. Fields fires. 2 up and 2 down.
Designated hitter, number 23, Telvin Nash.
So here's Telvin Nash. He began the night batting .309, leading the league with 32 homers. Also 77 runs batted in. He was 1 for 4 in the opener. And that was a single his first time up. Also fouled out twice to the first baseman, Clint Freeman, in the game. Mazzaro kicks and comes home. And that missing away with ball 1. Mazzaro, 140 games in the big leagues with the A's, the Royals, the Pirates, the Marlins, and his last time in the majors was with the San Francisco Giants in 2016. Again, a native of East Rutherford, New Jersey. First year with the Ducks, second year in the Atlantic League as he pitched for Somerset in 2017, and his 14th year of professional baseball for Vin Mazzaro. But again, a starter for 29 games to begin the year, or excuse me, a reliever, and now turned starter the last 3 times out for Long Island. He's been terrific. The 0-1 is lined towards second, backhanded there by Mazzilli, throws to first, and the side retired in order. So the Rebs go 1-2-3, making this another PSEG Long Island energy efficient inning with energy efficiency programs from PSEG Long Island saving in your electric bill is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Visit psegLINY.com/save money. It's just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you. Middle of the first at Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York. It's the York Revolution 0, and the Long Island Ducks coming to bat.
Hey fans, this is infielder Steve Lombardozzi, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at psegLINY.com/efficiency.
Well, fans, the 20th anniversary season of Ducks baseball is presented by Good Samaritan Hospital Medical Center, a member of Catholic Health Services of Long Island. They are at the heart of health. Well, a scoreless game goes to the last of the first, and defensively in this second game of the night for the Revs, Isaiah Tejada is their first baseman, Henry Castillo at second, Alvaro Rondon the shortstop, and Carlos Franco at third. Melky Mesa in left, Justin Trapp in center, Zach Sullivan in right, James Skelton does the catching, and on the hill right now, going through his warm-ups, it's the 33-year-old right-hander from Browns Summit, North Carolina, 6'4", 225-pound Mitch Atkins, a former big leaguer with the Chicago Cubs in 2009 and 2010, and also the Baltimore Orioles in 2011. And Atkins having an outstanding season with an 8-4 record and a 3.16 ERA in 17 starts. That earned run average, the 6th best in the Atlantic League. And you want to talk about a run. Atkins unbeaten in his last 10 starts, 7-0 with 3 no decisions. He has won each of his last 3 outings. So a red-hot Mitch Atkins trying to give the Rebs a victory here and earn a split of the twin bill. And one of the heroes for the Ducks in that opening game, Darby Myers, will lead it off. He's designated hitter, and he'll bat from the right side here. Takes strike one from Mitch Atkins. Again, Myers hit his second homer of the year, a solo shot to left in the 5th inning that tied the game at 2, and then scored the winning run in the bottom of the 8th on Davidson Romero's game-winning single to deep left. This one fouled back behind the screen and a couple of rows in. So that's out of play. 0-2 on Darby Myers. So again, Myers was the runner that began the bottom of the 8th at second base. Remember, every extra inning in Atlantic League Baseball starts with a runner at second. So he made the final out in the bottom of the 7th, started the 8th at second, and scored on Romero's 2-out single to deep left. Here he gets tied up inside, and he is a strikeout victim swinging one away.
The center fielder, number 15, Ray Fuentes.
So to bring up Ray Fuentes, he got the opening game off, batting .242, 8 homers, 30 runs batted in. Has struggled a bit of late, just 3 for 23 in his last 6 games, but does have 3 homers in his last 11 contests. Atkins gets a strike on the outer edge, and it's 0-1 on Fuentes. So again, Atkins 6th in ERA in the league. He's 5th in innings pitched with 105 1/3 entering play. Gets another strike there, quickly 0-2. He has walked 22 and struck out 87, 6th most strikeouts, and a .231 average is what opponents are hitting off him. That's 6th best as well in the league. Here a foul ball off the end of Fuentes' back, but quickly 0-2. Atkins in his 2nd year with York, his 4th year in the Atlantic League. He pitched for the Somerset Patriots in 2013 and 2017. So first time Mitch Atkins has faced the Ducks this year. This one's popped up foul territory, first base side. The catcher, James Skelton, sheds the mask and grabs the ball for the second out.
Second baseman, number 2, LJ Mazzilli.
So here's LJ Mazzilli for the Flock. Started the night batting .283, the leading average among all active Ducks. 9 homers, 46 runs batted in. A nice opening game as well, as Mazzilli had a pair of hits, a walk, a stolen base, went 2 for 3. And here takes a strike, 0-1. Mazzilli, the 3-hitter in both games of this twin bill. Missing away is Atkins, 1 ball and 1 strike. And again, Mitch Atkins was a guy the Ducks just never figured out at all last year. He made 4 starts against Long Island for the Revs a year ago, went 4-0 with a 1.69 ERA. This one's foul back over the netting, and he's trying to make quick work of Long Island here. In the opening inning, with 2 outs and nobody on, he's ahead of Mazzilli, 1-2. But hard to believe he's made 17 starts this year, Mitch Atkins, none against the Long Island Ducks. Ducks have been happy about that. To this point, they haven't had any success against them last year. And here it's game number 101 on the season for the Flock before they see him for the very first time. He misses away. It's 2-2 to Mazzilli. And no, a foul ball off the mask of Skelton. And he will check it out to make sure it's all right. He appears to be okay, but more worried about his gear is James Skelton. Veteran catcher of the Atlantic League is Skelton. In the ATL for James Skelton. So deuce is wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Number 2 at the plate for the Flock. Atkins pitch. A little check swing foul ball as Mazzilli able to keep the inning alive. For Davidson Romero, the game 1 hero with the bottom of the 8th inning, game-winning hit. A deep fly ball to left. Melky Mesa, the former Yankee, was back on the warning track. He needed to make the catch and got a piece of it, but it dropped in and the Ducks won the game. The celebration was on. Here just missing inside is Atkins, and he's run the count full now on Mazzilli. He'll get a 2-out payoff. And he skies that one to right. Zach Sullivan coming in, lining it up. 2-handed catch. 3 up and 3 down go the Ducks. 1 in the books in Central Islip. No score between the Ducks and the Revolution.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Rob Rogers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just gonna go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Hey kids, are you looking for even more fun when you come out to a Long Island Ducks game? Then be sure to head on over to the brand new Ducks Fun Zone. It's located on the main concourse down the right field line. There you'll find 3 brand new inflatables, including the Duck Tail Slide, the Bounce House, and an obstacle course. Enjoy unlimited access to all 3 inflatables for just $5 every game. That's the Long Island Ducks Fun Zone, open during all home games at Bethpage Ballpark.
Well, the Ducks Health Report is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks. Ducks still have 5 players out injured. We'll start with the pitchers. Alex Katz, the lefty, has an arm injury. Righties Mariel Checo out with a head injury and Michael Tonkin a back strain. both on the shelf for Long Island. 2 position players are out as well. David Washington, the finger injury, and Steve Lombardozzi, the toe problem. So a scoreless game goes to the top of the second. Both pitchers toss 1, 2, 3 firsts. And that means Vin Mazzaro will face 4, 5, and 6 in Mark Mason's order. Isaiah Tejeda, Carlos Franco, and Justin Trapp. So it starts with Tejeda, the league's leading hitter at start of play tonight. .358 was his average coming into the doubleheader. 16 homers, 64 runs batted in. And Tejeda in the opening game, though, went 0 for 4 with a ground out and 3 flyouts, dropping his average to .354. Still not bad for, again, the leading hitter in the Atlantic League, Isaiah Tejeda, standing in. Vin Mazzaro continues to work off that first base side of the rubber as the righty deals and gets an inside strike, 0-1. Mazzaro coming off his best outing of the season Wednesday night in Southern Maryland in the 2-0 victory over the Blue Crabs. Just his 3rd start of the year, but 6 innings of 3-hit shutout ball, 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. Season high 5 Ks for the New Jersey native. Well, time called here at the plate. And the count 0-1 on Isaiah Tejeda. Mazzaro the exhale and then the delivery. Off the glove of Ramon Cabrera, skips to the backstop, and again he's got to make sure that Isaiah Tejeda doesn't want to take off for first base with that new rule in the Atlantic League. Batters can attempt to quote-unquote steal first on any pitch not directly caught from the pitcher by the catcher. But Tejeda, not about speed, he's about batting average and power. And here he takes it the other way. Mazzilli trying to cut it off on the outfield grass. Bobbles it, bare hands it, throws to first. He got him. What a play by L.J. Mazzilli. Kind of had it kick up off his glove, juggled it in midair, grabbed it with the bare hand, and was able to get Tejeda for the first out.
Number 13, Carlos Franco.
So 4 in a row retired by Mazzaro to open the contest. Here's the 5-hitter in third baseman from the left side. It's Carlos Franco. Franco began the evening batting .356, had 7 homers, but hit 1 in the opening game, and also pick up a run batted in, giving him now 38 on the season. He rips it. 1 hop. Great play by Mazzilli at second. Hill flips the first. Oh, Mazzilli doing it all here with a pair of great assists to open the second inning, and 3 assists in a row now for LJ.
Center fielder, number 2, Justin Trapp.
So bring up Justin Trapp at start of play tonight, a .299 hitter. 5 homers, 32 runs batted in. Went 1 for 3 in the opener, had a stolen base, a single, was intentionally walked. And Mazzaro gets strike 1 on him. First start of the year against York for Vin Mazzaro, whose 3 starts have been 2 against the New Britain Bees, 1 home, 1 on the road, and then that 1 in Waldorf, Maryland on Wednesday night is gem. So this is away here, and it's 1-1. 5 up and 5 down to start it for Mazzaro. Expected this one to be a pitcher's duel, certainly, with what Mazzaro was coming off and how hot Mitch Atkins has been of late. That just misses outside. Nope, they're going to say strike. A little late call there. So 1-2, the count on Trapp, who will step out, think things over a bit. One, 2. Breaking ball on the ground is short. Big crazy hop for Frias, but he sidearms across. And on 3 ground ball outs, the Revolution go in order. We go to the bottom of the second of the Duck Pond. Still no score in our game.
Hey fans, this is infielder David Washington, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
Well, Duck fans, you can follow along all season long as the Long Island Ducks try and meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. Now, if the Ducks hit 100 home runs, Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Cracker Jack Foundation. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. Ducks with 1 home run in the opening game of our doubleheader tonight off the bat of Darby Myers, and now 88 on the season. So they have 40 games remaining in the regular season, and they need only 12 home runs to meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. Here is Davidson Romero to lead off the second, and he hits the first pitch way up in the air to left center field. The shortstop, Rondon, going out, calls off the left fielder, Mesa, and makes the grab. Normally that is an outfielder's ball. It's easier for a guy coming in to make the catch than going out, but it was clear Rondon called off Mesa and put it away for the first out. So here's Cade Gatta, the left fielder. Made his home debut in the opening game tonight for Long Island. And went 1 for 3 with an infield single, a stolen base, and a run scored. And he watches that Mitch Atkins pitch sail away for ball 1. Gatta in his first 4 games with the Ducks hitting .231. Still looking for his first homer or run batted in. And here he takes a strike. It's 1-1 on Cade Gatta. And just began with the Ducks on that trip to Southern Maryland. 1 game there and then all 3 in Lancaster. Pops this one up left side of the infield. The third baseman, Carlos Franco, charging and calling off his pitcher Mitch Atkins, makes the grab for the second out. So a pair of left side pop outs for the Ducks to open the home second.
The right fielder.
1 shallow, 1 deep. And here's Daniel Fields, the right fielder and 6th man from the left side. Fields hitting .247 when play began tonight, a dozen homers, 27 runs batted in. Daniel 0 for 3 in the opening game of the doubleheader. Again, Ducks won the first one 3-2 in 8 innings. This one a 7-inning game on the schedule as well, and then tomorrow night the finale. Scheduled for the full 9 as they wrap up this quick 3-game set played in 2 nights. Rained out last night. A 1-0. Breaking ball. Foul looked like off the hand of one of the Ducks in the home dugout there and then jumped up into the seats. I think that was John Apostolo who went to grab it with his bare hand and skip off that and quickly behind the dugout. Everybody appears to be okay. And the count 1-1 now to Daniel Fields. Both pitchers have been perfect so far. Vin Mazzaro for the Ducks, 6 up, 6 down. Mitch Atkins, 5 up, 5 down. Trying to match him here if he can get Fields. And he just misses in tight. It's ball 2. So Field with that 0 for in the first game, so his modest 2-game hitting streak come to an end. Does have hits in 4 of the last 6 as he looks at that one away. 3 balls and a strike. So both teams in search of their first base runner here in a scoreless game, last of the second. It's a slider that's foul back behind home, and the count full. Again, Mitch Atkins has not lost a game since June 9th at Somerset. 10 starts since then, 7-0 with 3 no decisions, and has won his last 3 straight outings. This is a locked-in pitcher that Long Island's facing here, as it's grounded foul down the right field line. But again, Vin Mazzaro coming off his best outing as a Duck. He hasn't lost as a starter. 2-0 in 3 starts, so we expected a pitcher's duel, and early on, absolutely living up to the billing. Both righties have dominated thus far. And that's a called third strike, so 3 up and 3 down goes Atkins through the Ducks. We go to inning number 3 in a scoreless game at Bethpage Ballpark.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Joe Iorio, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at psegLiny.com/efficiency.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Scoreless game heads to inning number 3 here at Bethpage Ballpark. Elsewhere in the Atlantic League, everything is final. A matinee in Bridgewater, New Jersey earlier today. Somerset Patriots rallied to beat the Lancaster Barnstormers 4-3 in 10 innings. They tied it in the bottom of the 9th and won it in the bottom of the 10th. They'll play the rubber game tomorrow in that 3-game set. Meanwhile, in High Point, North Carolina, the New Britain Bees go in. They top the Rockers 5-2, so they lead that 4-game series 2-1. And in Sugar Land, Texas, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs beat the Skeeters 4-3. They lead that 4-game series 2-1. They'll play the final tomorrow. Yankees beat the Baltimore Orioles earlier today for the 16th straight time. That's right, 16 straight wins now against the O's as they took it 6-5. Here's Melky Mesa leading off the top of the 3rd in a scoreless game, and Vin Mazzaro deals away for ball 1. Mets finally did get underway down in Atlanta against the Braves. Mets trying to snap a 2-game losing streak. They had a rain delay at the beginning of that one, but the Braves out in front 1-0 in the top of the 6th. Atlanta has only 2 hits, but they lead it by a run. Again, we haven't had a base runner in this game. Both pitchers have started 6 up and 6 down, and Melky Mesa fouls it away there down the left field line. 1-1 on Mesa, who started the night hitting .298, 15 homers, 50 runs batted in. Mesa 1 for 3 in the opening game of our doubleheader with a single and a run scored. Vin Mazzaro misses down and away. It's 2-1 on the former New York Yankee, Melky Mesa. Mazzaro's 2-1. Chopped up the middle, and that'll get through into center field. So first base runner and first base hit for either team in this game is off the bat of Melky Mesa here to open the visitors' 3rd.
Right fielder, number 7, Zach Sullivan.
So bring up Zach Sullivan. He's batting .283, 3 homers, 6 runs batted in the 13 games that he's played for the York Revolution. He's got some New York connections. He was born in Corning in upstate New York, now resides in Elmira, which is also just outside of Corning in upstate western New York, right along the Route 17 there. Swung through here by Sullivan. 0-1. I know that route very well because I went undergrad to Geneseo and passed through Corning and Elmira every single trip to Geneseo on Route 17, and then cutting over to 390 there and head up to the beautiful Geneseo Valley. 0-1 is a foul ball off the end of his bat down the right side for Zach Sullivan. 0-2 on him. He sat out the opening game of our doubleheader. His first year with the Revs, and got up to high A ball when he played affiliated in the Marlins organization, did Zach Sullivan. Melky Mesa, the runner at first. And Mazzaro misses wide here with ball 1. Mesa has not attempted a stolen base this year. Mazzaro ready. And Vin's 1-2 is on the way. And did he get it? He did. Well, called third strike. So Sullivan down looking. Second strikeout of the game for Mazzaro. 1 away. Mazzaro opened the game with a swinging strikeout of James Skelton and then got 5 straight ground ball outs before Melky Mesa grounded a ball up the middle and threw for a leadoff single. Sullivan looks at strike 3 for out 1, and here's the 9-man and shortstop, the switch hitting Alvaro Rondon in from the left. Rondon, a 201 hitter, no homers, 9 runs batted in. And he takes away. His only appearance in the opening game was as a pinch runner for Angelis Nina to open the top of the 8th at second base, but they could not get him home. He got to third, but couldn't score the go-ahead run for the Revolution. That one's fouled right back to the backstop behind home. And the count 1-1 on Alvaro Rondon. Rondon, a member of the Sugarland Skeeters, who won the championship a year ago. Of course, they beat the Ducks in a classic championship series that went the distance all 5 games. 1-1 is low. 2-1. Ducks, of course, lost the first 2 games down in Sugarland, Texas. Won the next 2 games at home and just couldn't come through in Game 5. 2-1. Outside. 3-1 now to the 9-man and shortstop, Rondon. Mazzaro looking over toward first. Freeman holding on Mesa there. And the 3-1 with a runner going is a strike. The throw down is not in time. So first stolen base attempt of the year and first swipe for Melky Mesa. So again, the strike brings the count full on Rondon, who now has a man in scoring position, trying to break this scoreless tie in the top of the 3rd of a scheduled 7-inning game. Here's a payoff. And that fisted towards short. Only play for Frias is to first in the dirt, but scooped out beautifully by Clint Freeman on 1 hop. If that goes by him, then Melky Mesa is scoring from 3rd, and the Revs would have the lead. So Mesa does go to 3rd. He's there with 2 away as they go back to the top of the order for James Skelton. What a play by Freeman at first base. And remember, Clint Freeman is doing double duty. He's playing first base for the injured David Washington, and he's also pitching out of the bullpen, which he's done great of late. So that rarity, the guy who can do both, and Freeman looking awful good there with that 1-hop scoop at first for the 2nd out. So here's Skelton, who opened the game by striking out swinging. And he takes inside for ball 1. Skelton's always had that problem with the strikeouts. We mentioned 7th year in the Atlantic League. He's played 2 seasons for Somerset. He's played 3 seasons for New Britain. He's played for the Blue Crabs. He's played for the Barnstormers. And now his first year with the Revs. Always a free swinger. And here he takes inside for ball 2. He's had a great year getting aboard. A .425 on base percentage this year for James Skelton, second in the Atlantic League. So Mazzaro comes set. Away from his letters, the 2-0 is swung through. He turned himself loose there. And it's 2-1. Waiting on deck, Henry Castillo. Mazzaro's pitch just missing away, and it's 3-1. So now you got a real hitter's count for Skelton to try to turn himself loose here if he gets something in the zone. Mazzaro carefully toes that first base corner of the rubber. Checks in with Cabrera, his battery mate, and comes set. The 3-1. Low and in for ball 4. So first walk for the righty, and it'll bring up Henry Castillo.
Second baseman, number 6, Henry Castillo.
So here is Castillo, grounded out to Davidson Romero at third base back in the opening inning. With runners at the corners now and 2 away. Still no score in this game. Mazzaro trying to keep it that way if he can get Castillo. Long stare in for Vin. And too long, says Henry Castillo, who calls time and steps out. Again, this game 2 of a 3-game series that wraps up tomorrow night. So quick set, 2 games tonight, both 7 innings. First game went 8. We don't know what this one's going to do, but tomorrow night the standard 9 to wrap it up. As this is a broken bat roller towards second for Mazzilli. He will flip to first, and the side is retired. The Revs threaten but do not score. No runs, a hit, a walk, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the third, nothing but zeros here at the Duck Pond thus far.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Daniel Fields, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1. That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Well, hey, Duck fans, the final out on the top of the third inning was the 15th out of tonight's ball game. Now, did you know that a 15-minute call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO. Or visit geico.com. We go to the bottom of the third in a scoreless game. Ducks still looking for their first base runner against the right-hander Mitch Atkins, who has gone 6 up and 6 down to begin his outing. So that means he'll face the bottom third of the order: Ramon Cabrera, Clint Freeman, and Vladimir Frias.
Ramon Cabrera.
So here is Cabrera, who sat out the opener of our doubleheader. Again, a 3-2 Ducks win in 8 innings, if you're joining us late. Cabrera hitting .216, 2 homers, 14 knocked in. Had 2 RBIs Sunday in Lancaster, PA, and the Ducks' rubber game victory over the Barnstormers. Every Duck had at least 1 hit in that one. And that one missing up and away. And the Ducks, with their Game 1 win, finally ended that run of alternating wins and losses for 8 straight games. That's what they had done prior to the first game of this doubleheader. Had alternated wins and losses back and forth for 8 straight games, but with the victory have now won 2 in a row for the first time since the start of the month. 2-0 now on Cabrera as Mitch Atkins falls behind. And this is smacked through the right side and into right field. So the Ducks have their first hit and first base runner of the game on a leadoff single for Ramon Cabrera.
First baseman, number 46, Freeman.
So here's the left swinging first baseman in the 8-hole in this second game. It's Clint Freeman. Batting .263, hit his first homer as a Duck Friday in Lancaster and has 3 runs batted in. And Wally Backman in our pregame interview tonight just raving about Clint Freeman, who had that huge homer in Lancaster in the win over the Barnstormers. And then the next day, struck out the side coming out of the bullpen in relief. He takes a strike here, and the count quickly 0-1 on Freeman. So Cabrera held on at first. He has not attempted a stolen base this year, but neither had Melky Mesa before he swiped the bag in the top of the inning. So Freeman steps out. Freeman had that nice pick out of the dirt, too, defensively on the awkward throw by Vladimir Frias. Big defensive play that kept this scoreless in the top of the frame. Here he goes after that one, but couldn't connect inside, and it's quickly 0-2. So both pitchers were perfect through 2 innings, and each team connected for their first hit here in inning number 3. That one bounced, sound like off the mask of Skelton after it hit the dirt. Very awkward sound. I think he's okay. They'll chuck the baseball away. Check that mask, I believe, to make sure it's all right. And that's ball 1 to Freeman down in the dirt. 1-2 count on the Ducks' first baseman, an 8-hitter. Very short lead at first for Ramon Cabrera as Tejeda holds him aboard. Now he extends it a little further. But a nice breaking ball swung through here by Freeman. Atkins has 1 strikeout in each of the first 3 innings. 3 for the game, 1 away.
The shortstop, number 1, Vladimir Frias.
Coming into play tonight, Mitch Atkins, 87 strikeouts. 6th best in the league, so now he's up to 90. And the Ducks starting pitcher in the opening game, Darren Downs, went over the 100 mark in strikeouts as he picked up 4 Ks in the 3-2 victory. Only a second pitcher in the league to go over 100 this year. Here's Vladimir Frias lacing it into right for a base hit. So Ducks in business here. First and second, 1 away, and back to the top of the order for Darby Myers.
Designated hitter, number 49, Darby Myers.
So here's Myers. Again, had that Game 1 homer to give him hits in 4 of his last 5 games. Got a chance here to break the scoreless tie. Atkins misses down and away with ball 1. Myers hit .214 for the Somerset Patriots. Since he's joined the Long Island Ducks, he's hit .285. So he's about 70 points higher, a little over 70 points higher with the Ducks than he was with the Pats. Puts this one into center field. Justin Trapp coming on. It'll fall in front of him. Cabrera had to hold up between second and third to make sure it got down. So Lou Ford gives him the stop sign there. But the Ducks, with 3 singles in the inning, have loaded the bases for Ray Fuentes. can't fault Cabrera there. He's got to make sure that gets down. Obviously, with 2 outs, he's running and probably scores easily. But with 1 out, you got to make sure that drops in. So Cabrera stopped at third. Frias to second. Myers on at first. And here's Fuentes, 0 for 1, having fouled out to the catcher Skelton, but standing in with the bases loaded. 1 away. Ducks trying to break this 0-0 deadlock in their half of the third. Chant is "Let's go Ducks" from the faithful flock, and Fuentes cuts through it for strike 1. Oh, 1. Another swing and a miss. So good breaking stuff from Atkins. Has fooled Ray here a couple of times, and now he's going to pull that helmet off, mop his brow a bit, climb back in here. Even a deep fly ball could get Ramon Cabrera home with the game's first run. Mitch Atkins out in front, 0-2. Check swing foul ball right back to the netting.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all.
Another 0-2 coming from Atkins to Fuentes. And that low and inside for ball 1. Atkins 105 1/3 innings pitched this year, 22 walks, 87 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .231 against him. That also the 6th best average of any pitcher in the league. 3 Ducks on the pond for Ray Fuentes. And that missing up high. A little outside as well. Fuentes has battled back to even here from 0-2. No score, bottom of the third. Ducks trying to break the ice. 2-2 breaking ball is downstairs and the count full. Well, the faithful flock that remain here are really being vocal. Had over 4,500 when the first game began. Many have left between games, but those that are here are letting the home team hear it. 1 out payoff, swung on and missed by Fuentes, as Atkins continued with that backdoor breaking stuff and got him for his 4th strikeout.
Second baseman, number 2, LJ Mazzilli.
Let's see if LJ Mazzilli can pick up Ray Fuentes now. 2 outs, bases still full. We talked about LJ's terrific opening game of this doubleheader with a pair of singles, reached on a walk. Only time they got him was his final at-bat in the 8th inning when he grounded out to third. So far tonight in the second game, he flew out to right his first time through. Righty-righty matchup, Atkins pitch. Way outside for ball 1. Again, among the active players on the Ducks' current roster, Mazzilli does lead the club in batting average at .283 and in runs batted in with 46. Also second with 9 home runs. And LJ going to call time. Again, homered in back-to-back games on the road trip Tuesday and Wednesday night in Southern Maryland. Thought about that one, laid off it. Got the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ducks have Cabrera at third, Frias at second, Myers at first with 2 away. All 3 hits for the flock in this inning. 1-1. Breaking ball hit deep to left. Melky Mesa going back near the track, reaches up and is able to put it away to retire the side. So the Ducks threaten but do not score. No runs, 3 hits. They leave the bases loaded. 3 complete in Central Islip, still no score between the York Revolution and the Long Island Ducks.
Hey fans, this is manager Wally Backman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Imagine you can't feel your arm, you can't speak, there's a blood clot in your brain, you're having a stroke. You're taken to the Stroke and Brain Aneurysm Center at Good Samaritan Hospital, the South Shore's only comprehensive stroke center. Now imagine a team of neurosurgeons with the most advanced equipment, pinpointing the blood clot and the quickest way to remove it. And imagine coming home with no side effects. The Stroke and Brain Aneurysm Center at Good Samaritan Hospital, 631-376-4444, a member of Catholic Health Services.
Tickets for your Long Island Ducks are on sale now. With 20 fireworks shows, new on-field promotions, and premium giveaways throughout the season, don't miss out on all the family fun at Bethpage Ballpark.
Hey, Ducks fans. It's Wally Backman, manager of your Long Island Ducks. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the ballpark this year. Get tickets at liducks.com.
For tickets, call 631-940-TIXX or head to liducks.com.
Well, New York Sports Day is one of the largest independent New York sports news sources out there for coverage of your Long Island Ducks, the Mets, the Yankees, major and minor league baseball, football, basketball, hockey, and soccer. Visit nysportsday.com. New York Sports Day, your independent Gotham sports news source. It's Chris King back at Bethpage Ballpark. We thank you so much for tuning in to Ducks Baseball tonight and making us a part of your Wednesday night entertainment. It's been a good one. Pitchers duel as advertised goes scoreless to inning number 4. For the Flock, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. For the Revs, no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. So Vin Mazzaro, who's been terrific for Long Island, back toeing the rubber here to start the 4th of a scoreless game against Telvin Nash, who has grounded out to second his only time through. He's 0 for 1. Vin misses away. Again, Nash not only leads the league with 32 home runs, he leads the league in slugging percentage, in extra base hits, in runs scored, in OPS, in total bases, and in walks. Basically, your MVP right now is Telvin Nash of the York Revolution. 1-0 is away for ball 2. We mentioned he's too shy of the franchise record for home runs in a season. Chris Nowak hit 34 home runs for the Revs back in 2012. And Telvin Nash just too shy and still got 40 games to do something about it. That's way low and away for ball 3. We talked about the Atlantic League record for homers. Ozzie Canseco of the Newark Bears hit 48 homers back in 2001. So, not sure Telvin's going to get there, but you never know. Taken all the way. There's a strike. It was 2000 the year that Ozzie hit 48 homers. He played the next year with his twin brother, Jose Canseco. Both Canseco boys were on the Newark Bears that year. Nash here pounds it foul, left side. And Telvin does have 6 homers in his last 12 games. Leads the league in on-base percentage as well at .428. So how many offensive categories does he lead the league in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 offensive categories that he leads the league in. If you're wondering what the Ducks' record is for homers in a season, Carl Everett hit 29 homers for Long Island in 2008. Mazzaro's got it back to full from 3-0. And again, Nash still looking for his first hit of this game, was just 1 for 4 in the opener with a single. So the Ducks have controlled Telvin Nash pretty well so far, although obviously he could break out at any moment. Mazzaro's payoff, punched into right field. Going hard to his right is Daniel Fields to get there and make the catch. 1 away. All right, we'll give you some other big bopper names in the Atlantic League. Most homers in league history. Again, Ozzie Canseco of the Newark Bears had 48. Brian Becker of the Nashua Pride in 2005 hit 41 and tortured the Ducks that season. Jose Vieira hit 40 homers. Those are the only 3 40-homer guys
in league history. He did that with Lehigh Valley and Somerset in 2000. Hector Villanueva had 38 homers for the Atlantic City Surf in 2000, and Jimmy Hurst of the Newark Bears in 2002 had 35 home runs. Here's Isaiah Tejeda, who this year has hit 16 dingers, fouling this one back. 0-1 on Tejeda. So Tejeda, again, the league's leading hitter when play began tonight at .358, but 0 for 4 in the opener, 0 for 1 now in the nightcap. So still looking for his first hit of the twin bill is Tejeda. Fouls that one off for strike 2. Tejeda spent 6 years of his affiliated career in the Yankees organization, but only got to high A. That's the highest he ever reached. Now in his 4th year with the Revs, he was a member of their 2017 championship team. 0-2. Chopped to the left side. The third baseman, Romero, cuts it off and throws to Clint Freeman for the second out. Eight of the 11 outs recorded tonight by Vin Mazzaro have been on ground balls.
Number 13, Carlos Franco.
So here's Carlos Franco. He grounded out to second back in the second inning. And he stands in with 2 outs and nobody aboard here. Scoreless game, top of the 4th. Pitcher's duel that has lived up to the billing. Sometimes they don't at all. Sometimes they completely fall apart and it becomes a scoring fest, but this contest has been exactly as advertised. Vin Mazzaro, with the Ducks coming off his best start of the season, and Mitch Atkins has been again unbeaten in his last 10 starts, going all the way back to early June. Talking about over 2 months without a loss for Mitch Atkins. Strike 1 now on Franco, and strike 2 on a foul ball out of play down the left field line. Well, when Franco hit that homer in the opening game, it was an opposite field shot to left in the 4th inning that traveled 384 feet, came off his bat at 104 miles an hour, and had a launch angle of 25 degrees. He absolutely muscled it out the other way. 8th of the year for Franco. 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So 3 up and 3 down go the Revolution. We stay scoreless to the last of the 4th on Long Island.
Hey fans, this is catcher Hector Sanchez, and you are listening to Dog Baseball on the Long Island Dogs Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated since 1957. Their state-of-the-art facility features a spacious showroom with a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Plus, every vehicle comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Some exclusions apply. And their service department is open from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. with enclosed service drives for your convenience and comfort. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford Giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway or online at SayvilleFord.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt, and autographed baseball. Refreshments including hot dogs, chips, cupcakes, frozen ice treats, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Just one more game left in this series. Tomorrow night at 6:35, it's Suffolk County Boy Scouts night, and T-shirts go out to the first 1,500 fans. Lou Ford T-shirts, as Lou celebrated his 43rd birthday on Monday. Get your tickets at the Bethpage Ballpark box office, online at liducks.com, over the phone at 631-940-TIXX, or via the Ducks mobile app. We go to the bottom of the 4th in a scoreless game. Mitch Atkins, the righty for the York Revolution, against Davidson Romero, hitting cleanup here for the flock. And Atkins drops in strike one. Davidson popped out to the shortstop Rondon in his only previous time up. Lead off the second. And now he leads off the fourth in a 0-0 game. Takes that one away. And again, Romero was the batter with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning of our first game. And he lofted a ball to deep left field. Melky Mesa back to the warning track. Couldn't make the catch, and when it dropped in, Darby Myers scored the game-winning run for Long Island. Here he chops it to third. Carlos Franco with a strong throw across, and there's one away. That was the Ducks' 5th waddle-off win of the season.
Left fielder, number 43, Cade Gata.
So here's the newcomer, Cade Gata, again a 28-year-old from San Diego, California. Got as high as AAA in the Rays organization. Has tremendous speed, was playing earlier this year down in Mexico, hit .313 there, and swings through the first pitch from Mitch Atkins for strike one. Gata popped out to short in the second inning. He's 0 for 1 in this game. And went 1 for 4 with a single, a run scored, and a stolen base in the opening game of the doubleheader. The Ducks 3-2 win in 8 innings. Here he takes inside, and the count 1-1. Got it with that wide open stance from the right, the 1-1. Another swing and a miss, as he hasn't been able to figure out Mitch Atkins at all thus far. He's been badly fooled both times through, but climbs right back in, doing that little tap dance with his feet. All the movement up top with the bat, the head, the shoulders, everything. And now he cuts loose on it and connects, but he broke his bat. Mesa going toward the line, comes in and makes the grab. Oh, Melky Mesa lost the hat but caught the ball on a broken bat sinking liner off the lumber of Cade Gata for the second out.
The right fielder, number 29, Daniel Fields.
So I'll bring up Daniel Fields. Looked at strike three his first time up. Trying to keep the inning alive here for Long Island with quickly 2 down and nobody on. Misses the first toss from Atkins for strike one. Atkins last worked Thursday. Picked up the win over the Somerset Patriots with 7 innings of 5-hit, 3-run ball. He walked 2 and struck out 4. Another swing and a miss as he got that hard slider by him, 0-2. So we mentioned the Ducks couldn't figure out Atkins at all last year. 4-0 in 4 starts against Long Island with an ERA of 1.69, and he's been terrific tonight. The Ducks did put together 3 singles against him last inning. They're only 3 hits of the game, but they couldn't get a run home. Trying for a third 1-2-3 inning in 4 frames if he can get Fields here, but he misses high and away as Daniel wouldn't chase. And the count 1-2 on the Ducks right fielder and 6-man. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 5 Ks for Atkins. And the Ducks go quickly and quietly in order. We go to the 5th. 0-0 on Long Island is our score.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Alex Katz, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolat patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolak. Visit Nicolak.com.
Pave your way. Come for the cornhole and stay for the specials. Introducing the Long Island Ducks Adult Zone at Bethpage Ballpark. Head down the left field line on the main concourse and enjoy a variety of delicious craft beer and wine selections. Half-price domestic draft beers will also be available during all Thursday home games for Thirsty Thursday. And while you're there, be sure to play a few rounds of cornhole while taking in the Ducks game. The Long Island Ducks Adult Zone, your beer and wine headquarters at the ballpark.
Well, a scoreless game goes to inning number 5. That always means fifth inning trivia, though. We give you the question in the top of the inning, the answer in the bottom of the frame. And our question tonight concerns the former Yankee Melky Mesa. We mentioned he played 8 games for the Yankees in 2012 and 2013. But a year ago for the York Revolution, Melky Mesa hit .337. There were only 2 hitters in the Atlantic League who had a better average. Name the only 2 hitters in the Atlantic League a year ago who had a better average than Melky Mesa's .337, and I will give you one hint. One of them was a Long Island Duck, so that's the only hint you're going to get. Again, no Google, no internet, no any of that stuff. Either you know it or you don't, or you can try to figure it out. But obviously 2 players had amazing seasons if they hit better than .337 that Melky Mesa hit a year ago, and we'll give you the answer in the bottom of the inning. We stay scoreless here to the 5th of a game that's scheduled for 7. And Vin Mazzaro, who has been outstanding so far, allowing only 1 base hit, a Melky Mesa single, that's it. Back in the 3rd inning, starts the 5th against Justin Trapp, who's first pitch swinging and fouls it off the railing in front of his own dugout. So still no score in the game, and a terrific pitcher's duel between these righties, Vin Mazzaro for Long Island and Mitch Atkins for York. Trapp grounded out to free us at short, is only at bat. 0-1. Another tapper foul. Quickly 0-2 on the Revolution's center fielder. Oh-2. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. On 3 pitches, Vin Mazzaro fans Justin Trapp his 4th K, and there's 1 away.
Left fielder, number 29, Melky Mesa.
So here's the aforementioned Melky Mesa, the only hit of the game for the York Revolution. Just punched a single up the middle back in the 3rd inning to lead off that frame. Got to 3rd base, but they couldn't get him home. Mazzaro misses low and away with ball 1. So tough for Melky Mesa. I would think a year ago you had .337 and can't win the batting title, as 2 guys had better seasons as far as batting average is concerned. Grounded foul down the left field line. You know, old Polanco there faking he was going to go after it, the longtime Atlantic Leaguer. And the count even now on Mesa. Mesa was 1 for 3 in the opening game with a single and a run scored. So hits in both contests. Obviously the only Rev who's done that, because he's got their only hit tonight in the 2nd game. And that one way low and outside by Mazzaro. 2 balls and a strike. So Mazzaro coming off 6 shutout innings Wednesday night in Waldorf, Maryland, has put up 4 so far here tonight, make it 10 straight scoreless frames in his last 2 outings thus far. 2-1. And that's ripped through the left side. So Melky Mesa has both hits in the game for the Revolution, and they have a 1-out runner in this scoreless contest, top of the 5th.
Right fielder, number 7, Zach Sullivan.
Yeah, Revs only had 6 hits in the opening game, only 2 tonight. So 8 hits in the twin bill, and Melky Mesa has 3 of the 8. So 1 on, 1 out. Again, Mesa did steal his first base of the season back in the 3rd inning. Here's Zach Sullivan going after the first pitch. He looked at strike 3 in that same 3rd inning, his only time through. And it's 0-1 on Sullivan, the upstate New York native. So we'll keep an eye on Mesa. Didn't think he was a threat, but proved otherwise last time he was on base. He's short of the cutout. Mazzaro holds the set away from his letters and deals. And that another tapper foul at the plate. So quickly Sullivan down 0-2. And Revs coming in have lost 6 of their last 8. Ducks have won 2 straight for the first time since the start of the month, and 3 of their last 4. In the 11th meeting of the year between the 2 teams, the Ducks have won 7 of the first 10 games against the Revolution. And the Revs coming in, though, by far the best offensive team in the league, lead the league in batting average, in homers, and runs scored, but Vin Mazzaro has held him at bay thus far. 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 5 strikeouts now for Mazzaro, tying his season high from Wednesday night in Maryland. And there's 2 gone.
Keyboard in section 206. Shortstop, number 10, Alvaro Rondon.
So here's Alvaro Rondon. Grounded to Frias at short in the 3rd inning, 0 for 1 as he stands in. We'll keep a closer eye on Mesa at first now with 2 away. That one from Mazzaro misses away, 1-0. Wally Backman in our pregame interview said the difference for Vin Mazzaro of late, he's using all 4 of his pitches. He's got the fastball, the curve, the changeup, the slider, all kinds of weapons now. And he's done a real nice job after the Ducks have converted him from a reliever to a starter here, making his 4th start of the year tonight. Mesa takes off, pitches outside and bobbled by Ramon Cabrera. So he's in there with his 2nd stolen base of the season and 2nd in 2 times aboard. Incredible. So Melky Mesa, the former Yankee, in scoring position with 2 away. And Rondon probably a base hit away from breaking the scoreless tie here in the visitors' 5th. He's ahead in the count 2-0. Thought about a bunt there, drew it back, hopped out of the way, and the pitch was called a strike. It's 2-1. Again, Rondon, the 9-man in the order. Just a .201 batting average coming in. And also just 2 for 20 in his last 7 games. Takes that one foul over the netting behind home, again smashing off the window of the control room to our left. And the count even up. So Melky Mesa's done everything tonight for these Revs. So there are only 2 hits. There are only 2 stolen bases. Just haven't been able to get him home. And Mazzaro trying to keep this scoreless tie right where it is. Here's his 2-2. And that just missing away to run the count full. Good look by Rondon there, leaning over. So the count full on the shortstop for the Revolution. Mesa, a good-sized lead now off second base. Mazzaro's payoff. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. A season-high 6 strikeouts for Vin Mazzaro, and the side retired. For the Revs, no runs a hit and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th on Long Island. The Ducks and the Revolution remain 0-0.
Hey fans, this is infielder Vladimir Frias, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks.
Scoreless game heads to the bottom of the fifth in the back end of our twin bill. Ducks took the first game tonight, 3-2 in 8 innings. Time now to wrap up our fifth inning trivia. It was about Melky Mesa, the former New York Yankee, now playing for the York Revolution. A year ago for the Revs, he hit .337, but finished third in batting average in the league because two players hit higher than him. We asked you to name the only two players in the league who hit higher. They both hit .338. Somerset's Craig Massey won the batting title at .338. And the Ducks' Jordani Valdespin also hit .338 to finish second. Of course, Valdespin was the Atlantic League Player of the Year and, in fact, Independent Baseball's Player of the Year. But Massey nipped Valdespin for the batting title on the final day of the regular season. I think I did the math on that. Again, technically they both hit .338, but Massey beat Valdespin by 12 ten-thousandths of a point. So, again, Craig Massey of the Patriots, Jordani Valdespin of the Ducks, the only two players a year ago who had a better batting average than Melky Mesa's .337. Here's Ramon Cabrera swinging through the first pitch from Mitch Atkins to open the fifth inning of a scoreless game. And now taking this one the other way. Good pick off the short hop at third by Carlos Franco, who throws out Cabrera for the first out. So Mitch Atkins has retired 6 straight Ducks. Here's Clint Freeman to try to break that up.
First baseman, number 46, Clint Freeman.
Freeman's only time up, third inning tonight. He struck out swinging as, again, both pitchers have been very efficient. And Atkins misses in with ball one. And we've talked a lot about this in the past, but these 7-inning games, if you have any type of hitting streak or on-base streak, and you got pitchers locked in like these righties are, you may only get 2 at-bats in the game, depending on where you are in the order, especially the guys in the bottom of the order. The 8 and 9 guys probably not going to get more than 2 at-bats, 2 plate appearances to keep a streak alive in a 7-inning game. 1-1 count now to Freeman as Atkins stares home. And his fastball runs in for ball 2. So you got to try to get it done early, because if you have pitchers who are this locked in, you may not get more than 2 chances to extend whatever streak it is you brought into the contest. This one hit well right field toward the pole. Sullivan back near the line, and that's a foul ball. So just out in front of it was Clint Freeman, a long, loud second strike. Well, this certainly isn't new for Mitch Atkins to have the type of season he's having. A year ago with the Revs, 12-7 was his record. Only Nate Reed of the Barnstormers had more wins with 13. Reed, of course, won Pitcher of the Year. Atkins might have won it had Nate Reed not been in the league. But Atkins was 12-7 with a 4.17 ERA and led the league in strikeouts a year ago with 137. Here he gets another tonight, his 6th of the game, as Freeman goes swinging, 2 away. One problem Atkins had a year ago, though, 22 home runs. He allowed the most home runs against in the Atlantic League. He's done a much better job this year of cutting that down. He's only allowed 10 home runs this year, so 22 home runs a year ago, most in the league allowed for a pitcher that had an incredible, again, 12-7 record, and 4.17 ERA, was 10th best in the circuit. Here's Vladimir Frias for Long Island. And his second at-bat comes here in the bottom of the 5th of a scheduled 7-inning game. And again, he's the 9 guy, so no chance he's going to get up again. The Ducks find a way to squeak home a run here in the 6th. They wouldn't even bat in the 7th. Ball 1 to Frias, who did single to right his only time through. And this one cracked to first. Tejeda with a great pick there will take it to the bag. And once again, the Ducks go 3 up and 3 down. We head to the 6th in a 0-0 game tonight at Bethpage Ballpark.
Hey fans, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at psegLiny.com/efficiency.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Well, fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Inn Shop on your next visit to the Duck Pond, where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. All proceeds benefit the Quackerjack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. Nothing but zeros on that big scoreboard in left center field. Scoreless game goes to the sixth. Vin Mazzaro and Mitch Atkins, the two righties, have hooked up in a classic pitcher's duel. And I was just checking the pitch counts of the two pitchers. It's amazing. Atkins has thrown 66 pitches. Mazzaro has thrown 65. So they've almost thrown the same amount of pitches. The Revs have 2 hits, both singles. The Ducks have 3 hits, all singles. But we stay scoreless to the visitors' sixth, and the Revolution start at the top of the order with James Skelton, their catcher and leadoff man. And Mazzaro misses downstairs with ball 1. So the only advantage I'd give to the Revs at this point is Mitch Atkins has gone a lot deeper into games than Vin Mazzaro. Again, Atkins has been a starter all year. Mazzaro is making only his 4th start as he gets a strike here, 1-1 on Skelton, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Mazzaro in his 3 starts with the Ducks have gone 5 innings, 5 innings, 6 innings. But again, they've both been so efficient. They're both in the mid-60s in pitches here in the 6th inning, that you can get longer length out of both of them if you choose to do so. That missed for ball 2. So again, Mazzaro's longest outing was a 6-inning stint, his last time out Wednesday in that terrific victory in Southern Maryland over the Blue Crab. So he's gone 5, 5, and 6 in his 3 starts. The 2-1 up and away for ball 3. Atkins, meanwhile, has 4 7-inning outings this year, an 8-inning outing, and a 9-inning complete game. So obviously he's a lot more stretched out than Vin Mazzaro is. But the way they've been so efficient, I'd be surprised if they both end up with complete games in this one if it ends in 7. Here, this one a moon ball in the center field. Ray Fuentes jogging in underneath it to make the one-handed catch for the first out.
Second baseman, number 6, Henry Castillo.
So again, Mazzaro has given up singles to Melky Mesa in the 3rd and 5th innings, the only 2 hits of the game for the Revs. Ducks had all 3 of their hits in the 3rd inning, all singles but couldn't get a run home. And again, Mitch Atkins has not given up a hit to the Ducks in 4 of the 5 innings, all those hits in the same inning, the 3rd. Here's Henry Castillo taken up and away for ball 1. Pair of groundouts off the bat of Castillo so far tonight, 1 to second and 1 to third. You can still hear that pop in the mid of Cabrera, though, as Mazzaro's bringing it here in his 6th inning of work. Time called at the plate. So Castillo in the doubleheader is 0 for 4 with a walk. Still looking for his first hit of the twin bill. Inside was called a ball. Very close pitch. 2-0 on Henry Castillo. Mazzaro the exhale and then the pitch. Hit deep the left center field. The left fielder, Cade Gata, though, has plenty of room to put it away for the second out.
A little rarity for Mazzaro here, a pair of fly ball outs. First time he's had 2 in the same inning tonight. He actually struck out the side last inning and has a season-high 6 Ks in the contest. So here's Telvin Nash, the DH. Opened the doubleheader tonight with a single to center, but since then has been retired the last 5 straight times up. He's 0 for 2 in this game. "32 home runs on the season, 13 more than any other player in the league for Telvin Nash, who reached Double-A, the highest in his affiliated career in both the Astros and White Sox organization. In his last 4 years combined with the Revs, he's hit 53 home runs, so tack on 32 to that. He's at 85 career homers. Mazzaro keeping it out of his wheelhouse here twice, and it's 2-0. Again, 2 shy of the franchise record for homers is Telvin Nash, chasing Chris Nowak, who had 34 long balls for the Revolution in 2012. The 2-0. Hit well to left field. Gata moving over. He won't get there. That's a base hit. 1 hop off the wall. Well played by Gata, barehanded. Here's the throw. Going for second is Nash. He slides in, and he's out! Mazzilli applies the tag. What a throw by Cade Gata in left. He barehanded the ball off the wall and gunned down Telvin Nash at second to end the inning. For the Revs, no runs a hit, nobody left. 0-0 game, heads to the bottom of the 6th here at the Duck Pond.
Hey fans, this is infielder Steve Lombardozzi, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1. That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
What an incredible play by the newcomer, Cade Gata, in his first night at home as a Long Island Duck in a scoreless game with 2 outs. In the top of the 6th inning, Telvin Nash crushes that ball to left. He watches it hit the track, hit the wall, barehands it, and throws an absolute dart to L.J. Mazzilli at second to cut down Nash, end the inning, and keep it 0-0. Otherwise, Nash is in scoring position for Isaiah Tejeda, the league's leading hitter, to follow. So instead, the inning is over, and we go back to work here in a scoreless game, bottom of the 6th, top of the order for the Flock, and Darby Myers, who's got the last hit of the game for Long Island. Since then, Mitch Atkins has retired the last 8 straight Ducks. It's ball 1 to Darby Myers, who does have 1 of the 3 hits tonight for Long Island. 1-0. Swung through here, a ball and a strike. Again, Myers single to center in the 3rd inning. The Ducks had first and second with 1 out, but Ramon Cabrera had to hold up between second and third to make sure it dropped in. So Lou Ford gave him the stop sign at third, as this one slashed foul out of play down the right field line by Myers. 1-2. But the Ducks loaded the bases with 1 out against Atkins in the 3rd, but then he struck out Ray Fuentes and got L.J. Mazzilli to fly out to left. And the Ducks have not had a base hit since. Atkins has retired 8 in a row as he opens the 6th here against Myers. And this one looped into left field, and Darby Myers has his 2nd hit of the night in the nightcap. Boy, he had a terrific opening game. We talked about it. solo homer to left and scored the game-winning run in the bottom of the 8th. And now the leadoff man aboard for Long Island for just the second time in this game.
The center fielder, number 15, Ray Fuentes.
So I would think a bunting situation here for Ray Fuentes. Lou Ford goes through the signs third. Rebs are expecting it. Carlos Franco, the third baseman, in on the grass. Darby Myers, terrific speed, 23 steals to lead Long Island. He has been caught 7 times, though. Swinging away, apparently, is Fuentes, and that is strike 1. So let's see how Wally Backman wants to play it. Lou Ford again goes through the signs. Fuentes has fouled out to the catcher and struck out swinging. So no score, bottom of the 6th of a game scheduled for 7 innings. And now, stepping off as he must do, according to the new rules in the Atlantic League, Atkins fires over to first to keep Darby Myers honest. So Myers 23 steals in 30 attempts this year. He's right at the cutout. And the count 0-1 to Fuentes. Atkins holds the set, and this one fisted foul off the railing in front of the Ducks dugout for strike 2. So boy, if the Ducks could just squeeze across a run here, the way Mazzaro's pitching, if he could put up one more scoreless inning, this game's over. The Ducks would have a sweep of the doubleheader, something they've done only once this year. Their 6th doubleheader of the season tonight. 0-2 is a chopper to third. Franco's going to go to second, and it's dropped there by Henry Castillo, the second baseman. So he did not make the catch, or are they going to say he did? Oh, they're going to say he made the grab. Oh, my goodness. They're going to say in and out of his glove. And Darby Myers called out at second base. So Wally Backman does not appear that he's going to come out and argue here. But they're going to say he caught it and then lost it on the transfer, trying for the double play.
Number 2, LJ Mazzilli.
So the fielder's choice goes 5-4, erasing Myers at second. Ray Fuentes now the one-out runner at first. He does have 12 steals in 16 tries this year. And here's LJ Mazzilli, who has flied to left and flied to right. He's 0 for 2. Good lead for Fuentes. And Mazzilli tried to hold up, could not. He went around, says first base on appeal. 0-1 to LJ. So still no score. Fuentes replacing Myers at first after Darby was forced out on that play at second. Atkins 0-1. Away, 1 ball and 1 strike. And Mazzilli was struggling coming into the doubleheader, just 1 for 15 in his last 4 games. But had a pair of hits and also reached on a walk in the opening game. So far, hasn't gone on in the second game. Here the runner Fuentes goes. The throw down bounces into the glove of the second baseman Castillo, who applies the tag. What a job by Henry Castillo. And Fuentes caught stealing for the 5th time this season, and now 2 away. So what a tag by Henry Castillo on a throw in the dirt from James Skelton. Just incredible as that goes 2-4, and now 2 outs, nobody on for Mazzilli, who's got a count of 2-1. And this one fisted foul down the left field line for strike 2. So again, the Ducks had the leadoff man on with nobody out, had Fuentes at first with 1 away. Just trying to scratch across a run here in a scoreless game. But they were unable to, so far, get it done. Mazzilli now has to try to keep the inning alive with nobody aboard and 2 gone. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 7 strikeouts for Atkins. And a scoreless game heads to the scheduled final inning of the contest. Inning number 7 up next in a 0-0 draw.
Hey fan, this is Ramon Cabrera, and you listen to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated since 1957. Their state-of-the-art facility features a spacious showroom with a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Plus, every vehicle comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Some exclusions apply. And their service department is open from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. with enclosed service drives for your convenience and comfort. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford Giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway or online at SayvilleFord.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt, and autographed baseball. Refreshments including hot dogs, chips, cupcakes, frozen ice treats, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Well, fresh local coffee is now brewing at the first and third base concession stands here at Bethpage Ballpark, and home-brewed iced coffee is available at the Duck Island Kitchen. Grab yourself a hot or iced Ducks blend from Hampton Coffee Company today or on your next visit to the Duck Pond. 6 innings in the books, still a 0-0 game. This is Chris King. I thank you so much for joining us tonight on this very late Wednesday evening, but it could be a great one for the Ducks as they took the opening game 3-2 in 8 innings, waddling off. And the only way they can win this game now is to waddle off as well. So can they waddle off in both games? We will see. As we go to the 7th, scheduled for 7 innings, Vin Mazzaro still dealing for the flock as he starts with the cleanup man, Isaiah Tejeda, and misses in tight with ball 1. Tejeda 0 for 2 in this game, and now in the doubleheader. Again, the league's leading hitter starting play tonight at 3:58. 1-0 is a nasty slider for a strike, and it's 1-1. So Ducks have had a couple of chances to break through on Atkins, couldn't do it. Revs haven't had much brewing at all against Vin Mazzaro, who's trying for, again, his longest outing of the season as well, if he can get an out here in the 7th. Gets a pop-up here to the right side. The first baseman, Clint Freeman, lining it up and making the grab for the first out. So it is officially the longest outing of the year for Mazzaro now at 6 1/3.
Third baseman, number 13, Carlos Franco.
So here is Carlos Franco. Did homer in the opening game, an opposite field shot to left that traveled 384 feet. So he showed us his power in that at-bat. And the nightcap so far, though, a ground out and a strikeout, 0 for 2. And Mazzaro drops in strike 1 on the outer edge. So this has just been such a terrific pitcher's duel, and so rarely do they live up to the billing so well. We talked about how hot both pitchers were coming in. It's been everything we could have hoped for. As this one to the backstop, Cabrera making sure that Franco isn't going to take off here. And now he fakes as if he's going to run to first. Big smile on his face. Yeah, again, that new rule in the Atlantic League, if you think you can make it to first on a pitch not caught by the catcher, you can go at any point in the count, not just on strike 3 anymore. The 1-1, missing away for ball 2. Mazzaro's 2-1. Ripped off his glove and still found its way into right center field for a 1-out single. So just the 4th hit of the game for the Revs. Each team now with 4 hits, all 4 for both sides, singles. Mazzaro,
number 2, Justin Track.
Mazzaro got the glove on it, but that thing was smoked off the bat of Franco. No chance to grab it. Franco has not attempted a stolen base this year. But again, Melky Mesa hadn't attempted a stolen base this year, and he's got 2 in the game. Here's Justin Trapp at the dish. Takes inside for ball one. Trapp is grounded to short and struck out swinging. So scoreless game, top of the 7th. Scheduled final inning of this one. The opening game was scheduled for 7 innings too. They had to go to 8 before the Ducks won it in waddle-off fashion. That missing in. Nope. My error, late strike call. Trapp can't believe it. It's 1-1. Both teams have gotten a runner as far as third base in this game, but nobody's had a runner touch home plate yet. 1-1 is low and in for ball 2. For the Ducks in their half of the 7th inning, they are at 4, 5, 6, Davidson Romero, Cade Gata, and Daniel Fields. Hoping it's 0-0 when they bat. Nasty slider swung through there by Trapp, and it's 2-2. So what an outing for Vin Mazzaro, the New Jersey native. Wednesday in Maryland, 6 shutout innings. So far here tonight, 6 shutout innings. Trying to make it 7. This one chopped foul near the on-deck circle where Milky Mesa's getting loose. He's 2 for 2 and has his first 2 stolen bases of the year. So boy, would Mazzaro love to turn a double play here and strand Mesa in the on-deck circle with no assurance he'd bat again in this game if the Ducks can win it in their half of the 7th. 2-2. Popped up left side. The third baseman Romero, the catcher Cabrera over, and Ramon Cabrera makes the grab for the second out. But here is Mesa, the hottest hitter tonight for the Revolution.
The left fielder, number 29, Milky Mesa.
So if Mazzaro could get Mesa here and end the top of the 7th, the Ducks could score in their half of the inning, waddle off with the win. Vin Mazzaro would get credit for a complete game shutout victory. Kicks away at the back of the mound, does Mazzaro, before planting that right foot over near the first base side of the rubber, trying to find a way to keep Mesa off the base paths. Rips it foul down the left field line. 0-1. Mesa singled up the middle and stole second in the 3rd inning. Singled through the left side and stole second in the 5th inning. Carlos Franco, the 2-out runner at first in a scoreless game here, top of the 7th. Vin ready for the 0-1. Down and away. Getting a good secondary lead is Carlos Franco at first. He really was starting to break there towards second base as Clint Freeman holds him aboard. But again, Franco, not too much speed at all. And now 1-1 to Mesa. He lifts it foul up behind home plate. And Vin Mazzaro a strike away from sending a scoreless game to the bottom of the 7th. Ducks won the opening game, snapping a 3-game winless streak here at home. They dropped 3 straight at home for the first time all year. In fact, they'd lost 7 of the last 8 at home, but won the opener. And now trying to get it to the home 7th in the nightcap. That down and away, and it goes through Cabrera to the backstop. And that'll move Carlos Franco into scoring position at second base on the wild pitch. So it gets more dangerous now for Vin Mazzaro, with the red-hot Mesa at the plate, already with 2 base hits of the 4 the Revs have in this contest, looking for his 3rd hit and perhaps putting the first run on the board now with Franco at second base, obviously running on contact with 2 away. Mazzaro's 2-2, breaking ball, hit foul down the left field line. So very, very tense moment in this contest, as Mazzaro so close, one strike away from getting his team to the dugout, and Mason knows he's one swing away from giving the Revs the first run of the game and giving them a lead. Be 3 outs away from earning a split of the twin bill. Faithful Flock getting behind Vin Mazzaro is 2-2, down and away, and the count full. First base is open, remember, and Zach Sullivan on deck, who Mazzaro has struck out looking and struck out swinging tonight. You got to be careful here. You don't want to give Mesa anything, and you have a base open now. So let's see how Vin Mazzaro plays it. Long stare into Ramon Cabrera. And now the 2-out payoff. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Vin Mazzaro has his 7th strikeout of the night. And that'll do it for the Revs in their half of the 7th. No runs, a hit, and 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Ducks trying to waddle off for the 2nd time tonight in a scoreless contest.
Hey fam, this is Ramon Cabrera, and you listen to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated since 1957. Their state-of-the-art facility features a spacious showroom with a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Plus, every vehicle comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Some exclusions apply. And their service department is open from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. with enclosed service drives for your convenience and comfort. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway or online at SayvilleFord.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the Flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt, and autographed baseball. Refreshments including hot dogs, chips, cupcakes, frozen ice treats, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
We are scheduled for 7 innings. This one goes to the bottom of the 7th, 0-0. Mitch Atkins remains in there for the York Revolution, and the guy who won Game 1 with a waddle-off game-winning hit in the bottom of the 8th in Game 2 in the bottom of the 7th. It's Davidson Romero, the cleanup hitter, who hit a deep fly ball to left that dropped in and scored Darby Myers to give the Ducks the win in Game 1. Goes after the first pitch here and rolls it on the ground to third. Carlos Franco, an easy sidearm across, and it's 1 pitch and 1 out for Mitch Atkins here in the Ducks 7th.
The left fielder, number 43, Cade Gata.
So here is Cade Gata. Again, tonight his first home game as a Duck. Played 4 of the 6 games, or 4 of the 7, I should say, on the just concluded road trip. 1 in Southern Maryland, 3 in Lancaster. 0 for 2 in this game is Gata. And Atkins still bringing it here. It's strike 1. Cade has popped out to third and flied to left so far tonight in this second game. Atkins 0-1 is away and jumps to the backstop. Skelton will retrieve it. Gata gave it a look to see if he thought he could beat Skelton's potential throw to first and thought better of it, so stayed where he was in the batter's box. Daniel Fields in the on-deck circle. This one popped up foul out of play third base side, and it's 1-2 on the left fielder and 5-man. Newcomer Cade Gata. Now you can hear the faithful Flock doing the Let's Go Ducks, the 1-2. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. 8 strikeouts for Atkins, and there's 2 away. Well, the man stepping to home plate, Daniel Fields, had a waddle-off game-winning grand slam in the bottom of the 7th inning of Game 1 of a doubleheader to beat the Lancaster Barnstormers on July 19th. So here we are in the bottom of the 7th. Doesn't need a grand slam here. A home run would do, as he's the 2-out hitter with nobody aboard. Atkins misses low and in with ball 1. Fields, though, twice has struck out against the right-hander tonight, looking in the 2nd, swinging in the 4th. 1-0. Lifted foul back to the netting. 1 ball and 1 strike on Daniel Fields. Fields does have a dozen home runs on the year. That's tops among all active Ducks on the roster right now. Of course, David Washington still injured with that finger problem, has 19 homers. This is lashed foul in the upper deck behind home plate. And Mitch Atkins trying to make quick work of the Ducks here in the home 7th. Already 2 gone on a ground out and a strikeout. And now out in front of Fields, 1-2. Are we going to go to extras for a 2nd straight game in this twin bill? Daniel Fields has different ideas. Atkins with a long stare into Skelton, and too long for Fields. He'll call time. One-two. Grounded foul down the right field line. And Fields keeps himself and the inning alive. Again, Ducks won the first game 3-2 in 8 innings for their 5th waddle-off win of the year. The only way they can win this one is to waddle off again. 1-2. Little piece of it just to keep it alive at home plate for Daniel Fields. Atkins will climb back atop the hill, wait for Fields to get ready. And the big righty's 1-2. Foul ball. So Daniel not giving in here. He's got Ramon Cabrera on deck. Just wants to keep the inning alive and a chance for the Ducks to get the victory and give Vin Mazzaro the complete game shutout victory. 1-2 again. Breaking ball. Did he hold up? No. Home plate umpire Warren Nicholson says he went around. No appeal even. That has Fields upset, but make it 9 Ks for Atkins. And the side retired. We are going to extra innings for the 2nd straight game of our doubleheader. No score in the game.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Joe Iorio, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolat patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolak. Visit Nicolak.com.
Hey kids, are you looking for even more fun when you come out to a Long Island Ducks game? Then be sure to head on over to the brand new Ducks Fun Zone. It's located on the main concourse down the right field line. There you'll find 3 brand new inflatables, including the Duck Tail Slide, the Bounce House, and an obstacle course. Enjoy unlimited access to all 3 inflatables for just $5 every game. That's the Long Island Ducks Fun Zone, open during all home games at Bethpage Ballpark.
Well, Yogi Berra likes to say it's deja vu all over again, and it is deja vu all over again in this game. Again, 2 games tonight, both scheduled for 7 innings. Neither of them will be decided in 7 innings, as this one is going to the 8th. The first game was tied 2-2 into the 8th, and the Ducks won it on Davidson Romero's long single to left that brought home Darby Myers. Bad news for the Ducks, though, is that Vin Mazzaro has come out of the game here. Pedro Beato, the closer, is in instead in a 0-0 game. That will head to the 8th inning. So what a performance tonight by Vin Mazzaro. 7 innings of 4-hit shutout ball. give you his official line in just a moment, but second straight shutout offering for him. He's now put together 13 straight scoreless innings on just 7 hits in his last 2 outings. But Pedro Beato, who is the current closer for the Ducks, comes in here in relief to start the 8th. 6'6" right-hander from Mulberry, Illinois, 230-pounder. Big leaguer of 85 games. He pitched for the Mets in 2011 and 2012. Has also pitched for the Red Sox, the Braves, and the Phillies. It is Beato to start the 8th of a scoreless game.
Manager Wally Backman has made a call to the bullpen. Now pitching for the Long Island Ducks is number 41, Pedro Beato.
So again, starting extra innings, that rule in the Atlantic League, each team puts a man on second base, the man who made the last out in the previous inning. So Melky Mesa was struck out by Vin Mazzaro to end the 7th. He starts the 8th at second base. Zach Sullivan is the batter against Pedro Beato for Long Island. No score to the 8th. Each team with 4 hits, all singles for both sides. Bunt shown and dropped down toward first beautifully. Freeman, the first baseman, fields, fires to Mazzilli, the second baseman, covering. But the sacrifice bunt goes 3-4, and immediately Mesa at third with 1 away. So we've talked about this scenario in the first game. A lot of teams now in extra innings are just trying to go sack, bunt, sack, fly, get a run in, right? Why not? So they got the first half of it down as Mesa to third with 1 away, and here's the 9-hitter, Alvaro Rondon. Ducks bring the infield in all the way around with a man at third and 1 away. Beato's pitch. Foul tipped into the glove of Cabrera, 0-1. Rondon 0 for 2 tonight in this game with a ground out and a strikeout swinging. So can the Revolution scratch across the game's first run here in the 8th inning? Beato and the Ducks have other ideas. 0-1. Lifted in the air. Foul territory, third base side, and Davidson Romero, the third baseman, makes the grab for the second out. And out of the top of the order for James Skelton. So that takes away the sac fly possibility, as the Revs needed just a deep fly ball to get Mesa home. But instead, a big out induced by Beato. And now here's Skelton, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. He has struck out and flied out. Ducks bring the infielders all back to normal depth. No score, top of the 8th. And this is a little chopper at the plate. Foul, 0-1. Beato's 10th game, his 3rd as a reliever. He made 7 starts for Long Island. 1-2 record and a 7.64 ERA. As he misses up and away here. In his 2 outings as a reliever, he did earn saves in both of those situations. Obviously here in a tie game, no save situation here for Beato, as Vin Mazzaro will 7 innings of 4-hit shutout ball and a season-high 7 Ks. 1-1. Low. Oh, check that. It's a strike. 1-2. Mazzaro walked 1 and struck out 7. Now the Ducks a strike away from getting this thing to the dugout, still scoreless. The 1-2. Struck him out! Pedro Beato fans James Skelton, and this game stays scoreless to the bottom of the 8th. For the Revs, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. The Ducks waddled off in the bottom of the 8th of the first game tonight. Can they do it in the nightcap? Stick around and find out.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Ray Fuentes, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by ClearVision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 8th in a 0-0 game, and Mitch Atkins has left the contest as well. He, too, just like the Ducks' Vin Mazzaro, 7 innings of 4-hit shutout ball. He didn't walk anybody and recorded a season-high 9 strikeouts. So the Ducks brought in their closer and Pedro Beato for the top of the 8th. The Revs bring in their closer, Jamison McGrain, for the bottom of the frame. The 6'4", 215-pound righty is from Framingham, Massachusetts. That's where he was born. These days calls Potomac, Maryland his home, and reached as high A in his affiliated career. So McGrain, who does have 14 saves on the season, also obviously not in a save situation in a 0-0 game. His job is just to get this game to the 9th inning. But the Ducks won the first game in the 8th, and they will try to do it again here and make it a pair of waddle-off wins in the bottom of the 8th inning, the first extra inning of both games. Well, Daniel Fields made the final out of the bottom of the 7th for Long Island, so he is the runner that starts at second base here in the 8th. And let's see what Wally Backman wants to do with Ramon Cabrera. Would he have him bunting here, much the way the Revs bunted Melky Mesa to third to open the inning but could not get him home? Great job by Pedro Beato to keep it 0-0. Revs are expecting bunt as their corner infielders are both in on the grass. What a game this has been. It's a shame that both starters will get no decisions after each tossed 7 innings of 4-hit shutout ball. McGrain checks second, showing bunt is Cabrera, draws it back, and takes the pitch for a strike. Ramon Cabrera 1 for 2 in this game with a single and a ground out. Jamison McGrain's 0-1. He shows bunt, draws it back, and almost hit in the left foot there as he holds it up in the air and hops on his right. It's ball 1 and a 1-1 count. Again, Ducks won the first game 3-2 with a waddle-off win in the bottom of the 8th. This one 0-0 into the bottom of the 8th. Shows bunt again, and the 1-1 almost hit him again in tight. So Cabrera has had to pull that bat back and get out of the way of a couple of heaters from Jamison McGrain, but now has the count in his favor at 2-1. Two and 1 the count on the Ducks' 7-man and catcher. Shows bunt again, pushes it toward third, and that will roll foul. So good job by Carlos Franco there because he knew Daniel Fields, the runner for the Ducks, was already at third base if that thing stays fair. And now again the interesting decision, Ramon Cabrera with 2 strikes on him, the new Atlantic League rule. You can try one more bunt with 2 strikes. If you foul this one off, you are not out. But if you do it again after that, you are out. And that's exactly what happened to the Ducks newcomer, Cade Gata, in the first game. He tried in the bottom of the 8th 3 times to get the bunt down, fouled it off all 3 times, and went down as a strikeout victim. 2-2. He does bunt it back to the pitcher. McGrain, his only throw is to first, to the second baseman Castillo covering there. So 1-4 goes the beautiful sacrifice bunt by Ramon Cabrera. And the Ducks are 90 feet away from the win. So Fields to third, 1 down. And even a deep fly ball could end this game. And it looks like we might have a pinch hitter here for Long Island. Hector Sanchez coming off the bench to pinch hit for the lefty Clint Freeman.
Ladies and gentlemen, pinch hitting for Freeman, number 37, Hector Sanchez.
So Hector Sanchez brought off the bench here, had an RBI single in the opening game, and now trying to bang it through the drawn and infield or get a deep fly ball to win this game. Revs bring the infield in all the way around. Fields at third with 1 away, and a scoreless game, bottom of the 8th. McGrain misses away with ball 1. So both teams in this extra inning got their extra runner to third base with 1 out. Revs couldn't get Mesa home. Can the Ducks get Fields to touch home plate and end this game? 1-0. Sky to deep left. Melky Mesa moving back toward the line. Will line it up, make the catch. Daniel Fields trying to tag and score and win the game. Here's the throw. Slides in and he's done it. A second straight waddle-off win for the Long Island Ducks as Hector Sanchez gets the sac fly that brings home Daniel Fields. Back-to-back waddle-off wins for Long Island. Their 6th of the season, and they are mobbing Hector Sanchez outside the home dugout. The only run of the game comes for the Flock in the bottom of the 8th, and they win it by the final score of 1-0. What a night here at the old Duck Pond. I'm not sure the Ducks have ever had a pair of waddle-off wins in the same night, but tonight they do that as the pinch hitter Hector Sanchez flies to left. Melky Mesa's throw not in time to get Daniel Fields, and the Ducks sweep the doubleheader from the York Revolution. Again, 1-0 your final in 8 innings. We will be back with the sweet recap.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Vin Mazzaro, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at pseglyny.com/efficiency.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Chris King back at Bethpage Ballpark, where the Ducks again have waddled off in consecutive games to win them both tonight by a single run, both victories in the bottom of the 8th. They won the first game 3-2 in the bottom of the 8th on an RBI single by Davidson Romero to deep left that brought home Darby Myers, and they won the nightcap on a Hector Sanchez sac fly to left field that brought home Daniel Fields with the game's only run in the bottom of the 8th inning. So it's very easy to pick our player of the game in this second contest. It was righty starter Vin Mazzaro in just his 4th start of the year. He went 7 innings of 4-hit shutout ball, 1 walk, and a season-high 7 strikeouts. So congratulations to Vin Mazzaro, our player of the game, in the Ducks' victory that puts them over 500 now in the second half. With a pair of wins, they go from 1 under 500 to 1 over 500 at 16 and 15. And the Ducks run their winning streak to 3, and they've won 4 of their last 5 games. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, a quick recap of this second game for the Ducks. We'll run you through the out-of-town scoreboard. The Ducks have won the series, but we'll preview tomorrow's finale between these two teams. That one will be scheduled for a standard 9 innings. Again, the Ducks have won it 1-0 in 8 innings tonight in the nightcap.
Hey fans, this is infielder Vladimir Frias, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Imagine you can't feel your arm, you can't speak, there's a blood clot in your brain, you're having a stroke. You're taken to the Stroke and Brain Aneurysm Center at Good Samaritan Hospital, the South Shore's only comprehensive stroke center. Now imagine a team of neurosurgeons with the most advanced equipment, pinpointing the blood clot and the quickest way to remove it. And imagine coming home with no side effects. The Stroke and Brain Aneurysm Center at Good Samaritan Hospital, 631-376-4444, a member of Catholic Health Services.
Tickets for your Long Island Ducks are on sale now. With 20 fireworks shows, new on-field promotions, and premium giveaways throughout the season, don't miss out on all the family fun at Bethpage Ballpark.
Hey Ducks fans, it's Wally Backman, manager of your Long Island Ducks. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the ballpark this year. Get tickets at liducks.com.
For tickets, call 631-940-TIXX or head to liducks.com.
Chris King back one final time to Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York, where tonight the Ducks swept a doubleheader from the York Revolution, winning both games in extra innings, 3-2 in the first game and 1-0 in the nightcap. Again, this second game was a classic pitchers duel between righties Mitch Atkins for Long Island and Vin Mazzaro for Long Island and Mitch Atkins for the Revolution, as both pitchers tossed 7 innings of 4-hit shutout ball. Mazzaro fanned a season-high 7, Atkins a season-high 9, but it went scoreless to the extra inning, and both teams actually were able to get that extra runner that started the extra inning at second base over to third. So Melky Mesa was sacrifice bunted to third base, but Pedro Beato got Alvaro Rondon to foul out to third, and then he struck out James Skelton. Meanwhile, the Ducks' Daniel Fields, who started the inning in the bottom of the 8th at second base, was sack bunted by Ramon Cabrera to third, and then it was Wally Backman going to his bench to pinch hit for Clint Freeman with Hector Sanchez, who launched a fly ball to left. Melky Mesa made the catch, but his throw had no chance to get Daniel Fields at the plate, and the Ducks waddled off with a second straight extra inning victory here tonight. Final numbers in that game for Long Island: 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 3. For the Revs, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They stranded 5. Pedro Beato, the win in relief, he's 2-2. Jamison McGrain, the loss, he's 2-2. The game played in 2 hours and 5 minutes before a crowd of 4,525. So with the win, Long Island again over 500 now in the second half at 16 and 15. They've won 3 straight and 4 of 5. With the loss, the Revs dropped to 20 and 12. They've lost 2 straight and 7 of 9. Ducks have won 8 of the 11 games between the two teams in the season series, and Long Island will go for the sweep tomorrow night. We'll preview that in just a second, but first a check of the out-of-town scoreboard. There was one matinee in the Atlantic League today in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Patriots over the Barnstormers 4-3 in 10 innings, as Somerset tied it in the bottom of the 9th on a Chris Massey RBI single, won it in the bottom of the 10th, and an Alfredo Rodriguez sacrifice fly. Elsewhere tonight in High Point, North Carolina, the Bees go in and beat the Rockers 5-2. New Britain has taken 2 of 3 in that series. They'll play the finale tomorrow night. And Southern Maryland goes into Sugar Land and beats the Skeeters 4-3. They've won 2 of 3. They'll play the 4th game of that set tomorrow night as well. Earlier today, it was the Yankees over the Orioles 6-5 in the Bronx. The Yankees win their 16th straight game against the Baltimore Orioles. Mets right now in danger of dropping their 3rd in a row road down in Atlanta. A game that was delayed at the start by inclement weather goes to the top of the ninth. The Mets are trailing the Braves 6-4 in that one. So the Ducks will go for the sweep tomorrow night. They will hand the ball to the right-hander Seth Simmons, who's 5-7 on the year with a 4.51 ERA. The Rebs will counter with Dan Miner, 7-6, and an ERA of 4.24. But what a night it was tonight for Long Island. Again, to waddle off in both games in extra innings in incredible fashion. Again, in the opening game, it was Davidson Romero with the game-winning hit that brought home Darby Myers. And in the nightcap, Hector Sanchez gets it done with a sac fly that plates Daniel Fields. And the Ducks, with back-to-back waddle-offs, sweep the twin bill from the Revolution. That'll do it from here. Once again, your final scores tonight from Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York. In the first game in 8 innings, the Ducks won it 3-2. In the second game in 8 innings, the Ducks won it 1-0. We do invite you to join us for our next Long Island Ducks broadcast. That'll be tomorrow night when the Ducks host the Rebs in the finale of this 3-game series, with Long Island looking for the sweep. Our pregame show starts at 6:20 p.m. We'll throw the first pitch at 6:35, and you'll hear it all right here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network, liducks.com, youtube.com/ducksbaseball, and facebook.com/liducks. I'm Chris King saying thanks so much for listening. We'll do it all over again tomorrow night. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening. You've got 12 minutes of it still to do something with, and good night from the Duck Pond.